Co-host that always got my back through thick and thin, man. Nady Jacks, Big Tex, what
What's
up, boy?
good? It's a Bucktown bastard.
Bayleezy, what up?
Ski!
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Yeah. I've been asking those horns for the longest, you guys.
Jimmy ITK right there, too.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Evan, what up? Evan walked in the room tipsy. He just got back from a wrestling event.
Wrestling. I love that you said it like that. Wrestling. For the record, he was not wrestling. Him himself.
I'm gonna get involved.
He would have picked up that chair.
Shout out Revolution Brewery, man. So whole time it's a cold time. I'm drinking when I'm doing this set.
Woo! Period. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all see us drinking this beer all the time. If we're drinking anything in respect to our homies that are sober too, we be drinking the zero stuff too. Revolution has one of those as well.
And that bitch fire too.
Yeah, period.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we back with y'all. We miss y'all, man. Like some bogus shit happened last week, G. We had an amazing guest, an amazing episode last week. And then I got back home on Saturday. I was about to edit the podcast, send the audio to Jimmy, and Road had us fucked up. Road Mixers had us fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
it was a
call
weird.
them out by name.
I know I'm finna take them niggas to court. Low key, for real.
Take that shit to motherfucking trial.
What do we have? What do we have? LeBron or something on here?
I would be hurt. I would definitely see them at that point. And I don't even care about LeBron
What
like
if we
that.
had somebody on the pod we wasn't supposed to have, yo? And this mixer costs too much fucking money. So the audio had like a weird distortion on it, yo. I sent it to Jimmy. Jimmy was like, I'm gonna try to repair it. Couldn't do it. I'm deep in the Reddit threads, yo, looking at this shit, and apparently it's happened to a lot of people that have this very same mixer. They say just randomly it put this weird distortion on everybody's voices, and after that it was fine. And like we tested it, it sound good. I got a backup plan going right now too for just in case, so that shit will never ever 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 happen again, yo.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you guys still rocking with us. Like we had a quality ass conversation with this person, and we're gonna run it back. But like, just know we're always gonna give you that good quality conversation. It just sucked. Like the universe just wasn't fucking with us for this. And Perry's always good to remind us like we could be really upset about it, but it's like, listen, we can only control what we can control. And we had all the best intentions. Everything was looking right. We got the audio, but like it being fucked up like that, it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So
I mean, 238 episodes. We
Period.
missed 2. You know what I'm saying?
dead ass. So I feel like we're doing fucking good, okay? If we all pat ourselves on the motherfucking back, you know?
238 Mondays.
Dead ass.
I'm good. Sorry,
Yeah,
y'all,
for
but,
sure. Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
love you guys though.
So yeah, I started the pod off with that single I put out. Me and Jamal put out an EP. J.A. Grams and St. Icky put out an EP called "Message in a Bottle" and Other Negro Spirituals. That's out everywhere right now.
Yes,
so go
sir.
fuck with
Super
that.
hard.
Yeah,
It's so good. How many
0 bad
tracks?
songs.
it's 5 tracks.
And they're all banging, bro.
Yeah, they're all
Produced
sick.
by your boy St. Icky.
What's the name of that song that we came into?
That's called Suits featuring Big Gids.
But see, you know what's crazy? Because it's called Message in a Bottle and Other Negro Spirituals. Y'all chopped some shit up at the beginning of that, right? Or did I mishear that? Because what was the sample that y'all chopped up at the beginning?
Gee, like we was recording this shit. I was at home late at night.
Yeah.
Late at night, 2 a.m, chopping up the ancestral vocals.
Period. I fuck with that.
I was feeling really good because like Jamal, we recorded the first song, the second song. Wait, no, we recorded the third song, Crisis, first. And I had told Jamal that I wanted to name something Negro Spirituals.
Yeah.
And then the next week, he had the idea for the Message in a Bottle intro. Yeah. And he was like, gee, like, I think we should put this out for Black History Month. Like, we started it in January. Okay. It started probably like second week of January for real. And I was like, gee, I fuck with that idea, bro. If you come over to my house once or twice a week for January to February, we will get this shit out in February, bro.
Yeah.
Period. And did.
Yeah. And like
and y'all played a show last night.
Yeah, yo, we got the opportunity to open up for Roy Kinsey last night at Dorian.
Shout out to fucking Roy Kinsey. Shout out to y'all too. show was fucking beautiful, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you guys
thank you.
really
Beautiful,
did
bro.
that shit. And what an amazing way, too, because Roy would really save people's lives. I really
Yeah.
believe in his message, and it's amazing to see him fuck with us like that and always remember. And he put y'all on the bill like very last minute.
Yeah,
but I
yo.
know that y'all were like ready and willing. And that's amazing to see, like, for real. We all
Yeah.
have everything to like bring to the table. And I just like to see it organically happen like that. Like, Roy was like,
Yep.
who would I want to open for me? And like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what a great
Y'all
way to
rocked
end
it.
off.
Y'all rocked it. People were loving y'all. Y'all rapped
Yes,
y'all. Y'all
dude.
are great on stage together. It was awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super proud of y'all, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Please
That's-
keep playing
That's
shows.
all I do it for, so
Yes.
y'all could have enjoy y'all selves. So
it
we
was
could,
awesome.
so people could enjoy themselves, yo.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was super fun. We put it out on Monday.
Yeah.
Roy hit us on Tuesday. I was like, "Can y'all open up for me on Thursday?" And I was like, "Gee, I don't even know. Do I know the words of these songs?"
Yeah. But y'all
But,
sat
yeah.
down and to fucking deliver, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's just so good too, because like, you know, like assume that we have like bias, right? Like these are our friends and they're
Yeah.
like living out their dreams and they're making their music, but like the music be good. And like
Yeah.
we see other people like that the music is good, but it's so nice. And if you guys are from Chicago, you guys know how Dorian's is set up. It's very kind of intimate, but it be getting packed out in there. And everyone was fucking with it. So it was very
Yeah.
easy to see like strangers fucking with our friends' music, like up close. Like
Yeah.
the people next to us really vibing and like asking for like one more song. Like I
Yeah.
always love that. Like I
wish
love to
had
see
an
a
extra
new
song.
face.
I wish
Yeah,
we had an
I'm
extra song going deck for real. We
I'm
didn't have
I'm
one.
sitting next to Perry at the bar.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers coming to him like, that was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, it was just like, it's just cool to see the homies get love for.
Yeah, I appreciate the
that
opportunity from Roy. He
Yeah.
killed that shit like he always do. That
Yes.
that nigga is a rap genius, bro.
Yes.
Oh my
He's
God.
so good,
The
bro.
things that he says for real, I really feel like it could save lives for real.
Yeah, I feel like
Like
it
being
helped,
like
bro.
a gay black man for real, like the way he is so fucking powerful.
Yep.
Like he is very
Bro.
very specific about how he delivers
Yep.
this shit, his cadence, everything about even his like little dancey songs will have like a line in there that will really fuck you up for real.
Really fuck you up. Like, he had some bars. Like, he was just saying, like, he delivers them so clearly.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
that's one thing about Roy. You can hear every single word this man
yo.
says.
And it's like he
clearly.
wants us to
He
hear
wants
it.
you to hear him.
Yes, dude. And it can make
Bro.
people feel uncomfortable. It's going to make
Yeah.
you feel like a hug. And it's something I really resonated with. And I feel like I've heard him say it a few times that I've seen him perform.
Yeah.
The few times I've been blessed to see him perform for real. Because it's definitely a whole vibe when you see him. Because it's
Straight up.
powerful. You hear the poetry. You hear the articulateness of a black man. And a lot of people just need to see that shit. But he was like, when I make this shit, you know, I always like to look at my music like a love letter to black people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that shit be making me want to, like, I feel all things when I hear
Yeah.
that shit, because that's how I feel about my art. Like,
Yeah.
I really just, first and foremost, I want black people to feel a way when they see my art or what I do. And like for him to really always feel comfortable and confident enough to say that at the front, like even if you're looking at a mixed crowd, like that's a beautiful thing. And other black people need to see that happen and see that confidence. Like it inspires people.
Yeah, when
yo.
he said that, when he said the love letter to black people, like Perry and I looked at each other and we were both like, that's fucking hard. Like, you know what I'm saying?
dude.
Yeah, yo.
So shout out to Roy for
Yeah,
real.
he really inspired me to like want to make music with a message that means something that connect to people because like when me and Jamal was doing this last year, like I said, I start thinking about I was really trying to connect back to like my people and shit. Like the second song, Smashing.
Yeah.
If y'all notice, I started off with an old slave song, like a sample from that I just put off of YouTube, but I put the kids in there too because like that's where it started and this where it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like a narrative in the beat and shit. And like recently, I just been starting to look at life differently now that I got nieces and shit.
Yeah.
Got baby nieces and shit. Like for a long time, bro. Like
I got a nephew, so
my mind was fucked up, bro. Like I didn't want to live. Like you know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to care about things like my health. Trying to care about things like looking at what I'm doing because like now I want to be there for these girls. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's beautiful.
And like now, I guess you know what I'm saying. I got something to live for now. Like before, I used to just be fuck you everything. But also, I don't give a fuck, bro. If I die, I die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, and then like recording this record, like that's the shit that was going through my mind. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
That's so fuck, dude. I'm
That's
gonna have to give you a moment of silence for that shit. God
I'm right there.
damn.
I'm right there with you, dog. Like, especially when my nephew was born. It's just like I used to just be like, fuck it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I gotta be there for Drew. You know what I'm saying? I have to be here. I have to be here.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
I don't want to be one of my lounge uncles. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People don't understand, and
I'm the only one.
Yeah, dude.
You know what
And
I'm
people
saying?
don't understand the things that you guys, and it's respect. Like, that's your private journey as a black man, for real. Like, that's some powerful shit from a black man, and how we grew up in our generation. Like, you guys showing up, you know, you guys don't have kids of your own right now, but the way you guys are like bending and folding to like this youth, like you are like on some like, I want to save you. I feel like I have like a role in your life. Like, that is what, like, you know, like, and I hate to say it like that because it sucks. Like, we got a lot of shit we got to work in our race and our community and shit, but like, it's a beautiful thing to see it like that. Like, I don't have seeds for myself, but like, damn, the way I feel like I need to bend and fold and make sure that you're good because I care about your life and you're really family for real. Like, I didn't make you, but like, the way I want to just make sure that you succeed because maybe I understand it a little bit more, you know?
I want to do exactly what my like uncles didn't do for me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to tell this kid you can be whatever the fuck you want to be. I want to tell this kid you can be an artist. You can be cool. You can be weird.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And to hear that from like your uncle and shit.
Yeah, them
like,
niggas would tell me to like work at UPS and like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
For
you
real.
go the safe route.
For real, like now I want to
Make
be
me feel like I'm a weirdo type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I want to
like,
be the example because I didn't have no example
yeah,
for real.
Exactly.
that's valid.
I got
That's-
sketchy uncles. I'm not trying to be that at all. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
you know that kids really, because you know how you perceive it, like whatever. We all know like the
weird,
quote unquote cool uncle or whatever who probably made all three of us, that cool uncle, make us feel weird because we're not like the regular like whatever. But you know that kids really resonate when they hear some shit from somebody that's family that's not their parents.
Yeah.
And when you have like an uncle or something like that, like that's where you can really step in to try to like help them on some like, oh, if you think I'm the cool uncle, like I'm not, like my everything that I can put onto you is not gonna be like fucked up, and like I could tell you some shit and like the way you'll really hear me because like you think I'm cool, and it's like you're not. Sometimes kids can't hear it from their parents. They want to hear it from an offshoot, but like you guys being so close to their lives, like that's a beautiful thing because people really check out for black people or black men specifically showing up when it counts for like nurture for like the kids, because for real, it takes a village. Fuck, you know?
For real, G. You already know I've been about that shit from the start, for real, yo. Because like I'm from Chicago, like my cousins and shit from here, like you know what I'm saying. And like I see the shit like happening in real time, bro. And I just wish I had an opportunity for a nigga so he could make some of himself. Like if a nigga want to be creative, he got a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? He not just sitting there thinking like, oh well, I would if I had to. Bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You got to know you got it. Like, why do I got to be the weirdo? Wait, why can't you feel free to be a weirdo, bro?
Yeah.
Just because you're in the field, bro, you can still be weird. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys they're going to be open to you guys saying that to them, you know? Like we're creating and letting the quote unquote weirdos like know that it's okay to live in that space. And hearing it from somebody that's family so close. And again, like I've always thought like uncles, aunts, like sometimes it'd be like a cool vibe. Like I know how I felt even if they didn't have their shit together, but I feel like our generation could really like change some shit up because people still look at their aunts and uncles like that. Because again, it's difficult when you're growing up. Like that teen angst is a real thing, but they can really like, if it's an offshoot of their parents, like the way that they'll fuck with you more than they fuck with their parents. So you guys even being tapped in at these young age, like they'll really fuck with you, and like it'll give them some solace if they feel like they're the outsider to be like, oh wait, no, I feel like my uncle is like the coolest, and he reminded me that even if people give me a hard time, I can be myself because I think that they're cool and they're grown. You know, they look at you like you're OG to them, like oh they're grown and they are always themselves. Like I can do that too.
Straight up.
And
Speaking of,
I would say not even just family, just for any young nigga. For
sure.
Anybody, for real.
Speaking of creative black weirdos, the LV Tyler the Creator, yo.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even look at that shit.
Sorry,
they said he was shitting on Pharrell. They said he surpassed his sensei.
Well, see, I don't even wait. Are they working on the designs together?
It's out. It's been out for 2 weeks. Yeah,
they're working on the designs together. I thought that it was like Tyler taking the pictures in the clothes.
No, Tyler did the designs.
Tyler, there's a capsule collection that came out, and it is hard body for real. My gosh. Every single piece. It looks a lot like his like cut and sew golf shit, but it just has that LV like. Yeah, tends to. It's hard. It's hard.
That's kind of exciting for real. I love a capsule situation because niggas be sitting on some shit.
But like Perry said, people are like, yo, like Tyler's coming for Pharrell.
And like Pharrell, not to say Pharrell ain't been going crazy. He been going fucking crazy nuts. Since he's had this role. But like, yeah, G. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Back to what we were saying. Like, we wouldn't even had no Tyler. Pharrell went out there. Making these weird songs and shit. We wouldn't even had no Tyler.
Shout out to Pharrell for like letting the sensei like, you know,
literally
really shine.
That.
Yeah. But like, and like, you know, people talk about it like it's like some competition, like, oh, he's coming for Pharrell. Yeah. He's not coming for Pharrell. No, Pharrell is untouchable.
He working with Pharrell.
He's working with Pharrell. And Pharrell gave him a capsule collection.
Exactly. Pharrell gave him that.
Yeah. And it is very hard.
And their conversations together are probably like, you know, like at the beginning at least, like I know Tyler has at least broke it down. Cause like again, well, I don't even know the difference in their age, but yeah, Pharrell, like shout out to him for real because I know Tyler is inspired by him because that nigga was just doing that shit. Yeah. And now he's working with him. I know that they're having those conversations, even if it feels like Tyler got a little piece of that. I know he still remembers what it was. You know?
Yeah, of course. I feel like Tyler the Creator, like even like at the beginning of his career, is always very vocal about how Pharrell.
Yeah, his whole style, his drum patterns and everything for you.
See, and that's
his chord progressions. Like it sounds like the Neptunes.
But see, that's beautiful. You guys automatically like went to the music. You know what I'm saying? But like Pharrell been putting that shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah. And like Tyler, and I remember like when Tyler, I think it was like around like Flower Boy era. Tyler like bought all the old BBC and like ice cream shit. And interviews, he was like, I couldn't afford that shit when I was a kid. I got all that shit now. Mm-hmm. He wears that shit on stage. Like, you know, he'll wear like the whole Mr. Me Too fit on stage. You know what I mean? down to the scarf. Like, I really appreciate. I fuck with it. Like, I love telling people that you admire how much you admire them, and showing that you admire them,
and being able to work with them.
Yeah, yo.
You know, work like that's so full circle.
That's the thing we gotta work with in society, yo. Like. Niggas this internet shit and got niggas pride level so high that motherfuckers don't even want to express that they like something, bro. Like, don't you know that's the only reason a nigga is doing shit in the first place? Like I hate when motherfuckers be like, remember when you was talking about cool guy people? Like, I want a motherfucker to come up to me and say they fucked with my shit because that's the only reason I'm doing it for. I'm not getting no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this to try to connect with somebody for real.
Exactly.
Yes. And the way that they'll keep it close to their chest because everyone's trying to be so, just like you already said it. Nate said it the best and it goes back to that episode where you talked about that cool guy and shit. That's why everyone fucking resonated with that shit because everyone knows on so many calibers like where people could do that, and it sucks. It's a thing in our community, all this internet shit, like for real, like what we're seeing, two black men who are like, I don't want to say from maybe different generations, but like them come together to make this shit, like them even ground, you know what I'm saying? And again, I know that they're giving praise to each other, and they swear that we can't get together to do that because everything is set up for us not to support each other like that.
Yeah, like it's bad out here now. Like niggas, it's so bad that niggas will work so hard on projects and songs and shit and put them out and don't even want to promote them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, oh, like I don't want to oversaturate it and shit. Niggas be learning these words on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
And like thinking it don't apply to you, bro.
And people
when motherfuckers talk about oversaturating, they talking about Lil Wayne. They're not talking about you, bro.
Yeah.
You worked for a year on an album, post it every day, bro. Exactly. Fuck is you talking about?
Right, this is your shit.
Exactly, but you want to seem cool. That's why you doing it, because you want to seem.
Not niggas cool guying themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my soul,
that's
niggas be on that.
That's real.
Am I lying? Niggas be on that shit.
Straight up and down, like niggas be talking, and
exactly for real. Yeah, like just like when we was when we was nominated for the Reader and shit. I'm like, gee, it's NPR podcast on this motherfucker. They got budgets and shit. But like that don't mean that we shouldn't pump it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
we know we're the best podcast in Chicago.
You know what I'm saying?
Part.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just like support your homies, bro. Give your homies flowers when they deserve it for real, yo. Because if you don't, who gonna do it for real?
Yeah, exactly. And that's like my thing is like I was gonna like talk about this after the break, but it kind of goes into like the critique of art for real. Like, you know, there's people out there that like they're so critical of artists, and I feel like you don't have to be an artist to have like critique of art.
No, you don't, because it's made. That's what it's made for. It's made for the consumer.
But I feel like you should. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to the critique of art, all things should be considered. Especially if you are not an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the fact that you even put yourself out there, because art is an expression of you and like your deepest thoughts and your deepest like insecurities, how you feel about the world, yourself and the world around you. So just the fact when a motherfucker can even share they shit, that take guts, yo.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To share who you are to
like
people.
know that. Like, say for an example, like, someone will go to a show, like you're like, yo, how was the show? They're like, oh, I don't know. They seem kind of nervous. It's like,
yeah, because he fucking was. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine like, you're 10 years old, mommy, I want a guitar. Mommy, I want a guitar. Your mom works 2 jobs, gets you a guitar for Christmas. You learn how to play the guitar. You you start writing songs.
Say that shit, mate.
Then you try to start a band, the band breaks up. And then you try to start another band, that band breaks up. And then you start a project, and then it like starts getting good, and you record songs. And you do all this to get on stage, to play a fucking show to all these people. And you're nervous because that is nerve-wracking.
Yes, and you're a fucking human being.
And you're a human being, and then like some dickhead has their fucking nose up with their arms crossed saying, they seem nervous, it was trash.
Yep.
I saw a quote.
You don't have to be an artist to say something about it. You don't have to be an artist to have an opinion, but you have to consider everything around what you have to do to be an artist, what you have to do to express yourself.
Yes, the vulnerability and the confidence to do that shit. Yeah. I tell all of my friends who make music, all of that shit. I've been watching Perry make music for the longest. I know moments where he's like nervous and shit like that, but I've also seen him be like really nervous, like in a way that I usually am before he gets on stage. And then I've seen him body that shit, and I'm like, charisma and all of that. But like even the moments where he's even told me like, oh yeah, Bailey, you saw that one show. Like, yeah, I felt like I fucked up and like this and that. If anyone gave him any issues with that, like you're still like a human being. Like that's like the craziest thing, because like the way, like I don't make music, but like how do you get up on stage and just turn that shit on? Like not everyone can do that. So like how do you, yes, you don't have to be making music to critique the music, but you have to take, just like you said, take everything in consideration. Yeah. You might really love the artists that you listen to all the time, but they also, and Perry reminded me of this too, they also had to overcome all of that nervous, awkward shit. Yeah. Just because you don't know about that because you fuck with them heavy doesn't mean that they didn't go through that, because they're humans too. Yeah.
All self-expression is trial and error for real. When it comes like for me, like when it comes to music that I've done, for art that I've done, for even like getting dressed every fucking day.
And Nate has many hats, dog. Y'all don't know this shit.
Don't we all? We all have a full resume.
I know that y'all have said this about me before in the past, that like I won't hate on nothing, I won't critique on nothing. I'll find a way to like find some good in it, even if I don't like it and shit. But that only come from because like I know what it takes to like put yourself out there like that for real.
I also thought about that a lot. And like you're definitely right about that.
Yeah, because like I've been there for real. Like it's hard for it to even just put the song up on YouTube, because you know how, because you worried about what niggas gonna think about it, because you really putting your life out there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a clip from another podcast. Shout out to Cheat Code Podcast. But I listen to them all the time. I seen a clip, and the homie Kingpin on there was like, you a special kind of goofy if you sitting on the sidelines hating on people that's in the game.
Yeah, oh my God.
And he was like, nigga, he said, nigga, buy a jersey, nigga.
I know, that's fucking right. Yo, I like that energy.
I like that energy. I like that Kingpin.
I like that energy.
That's why I like that energy.
Yo, that's funny.
Go buy a jersey.
I was straight up thinking about that in the Uber here. I was like thinking about like how I view sports or whatever. And I've never been like, you know how like the thing is to be like Ben Simmons is trash. I've never said Ben Simmons is trash.
I have.
He's not. He's in the NBA.
Nah, the nigga went 28% from the free throw line in the playoffs. I could do better than that. I could do better than that. I put money on that. I could do better than that.
But you're not there. Wait, you're not there. Yeah, exactly.
28%. I can make 3 out of 10 free throws. Y'all seen me make 3 out of 10.
You didn't do the work then.
We're not
gonna go too left.
No, let's stay on point because you're right, Nate. You're right. Perry's just making jokes. Perry's just making jokes, but you're right.
He's in the National Basketball Association.
Exactly.
He had to be in college and all that.
He made it. He made it. Regardless of what the percentage is, he made it though.
He got there. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated once. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's crazy. Niggas dream about that.
Yeah, yo.
I should have picked a different person. For real.
But it's okay. That created a definitely, because, you know, Perry had to be quiet at a moment. Like, but I see what you're talking about. You're right. Because he's like, I have said that.
Perry is trying so hard not to go on. No, but for real, like, I'll never be like, I'm never like, Luka was trash this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just didn't have a good game, bro. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, yo.
But it's live from the couch, you know? And
live from
Perry
the
be
couch.
talking that shit too, but I get where there's a joke, and I get when you just don't say everything because you really believe in that nigga, and like you're allowed, again, because you're a human being, you're allowed to have like a trash game without people being like, we gotta trade that nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
of course, there's little shit like that, of course, and that's fine.
It's just
but there's a lot
banter.
of like live from the couch. There's a lot of like live from the crowd.
I love saying live from the couch.
And like, look,
a lot of live from the art show. Like,
and like when I see shit that I don't like, or like hear songs or like see art that I don't like, I always at least try to figure out why I don't like it and express that to you. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just turn it the fuck off and just
I've seen Perry work through moments where I know he doesn't like it, but it's like, not the first.
Just say it sucks, Perry.
And I feel
I'll be like, he need to do this. I
feel like, because we've definitely had moments, you know, we vibe after the podcast, and I feel like me and you have been like, oh no, like, and Perry has been like, he'll be like, it definitely sucks, but then he'll be like, but. And like me and Nate are like, you could just turn it off. And he's just like, yeah, it definitely sucks. But, and like, just, you know, and again, it's just really like the way I always respect that out of Perry, for real, because there's like, moments that I've seen him perform and he felt like he wasn't A1, but I was just excited to see him up there because I didn't even know he was choking because he was giving confidence. Like,
it's songs I go back and listen to some of my old songs and be like, this fucking sucks.
But, you know, growth and shit, because you can never grow. You
could never grow unless you you do it for real.
Exactly.
You would never get to the point. Like I always talk about, like how when I first started listening to Drake, he couldn't sing. When I first started listening to Childish Gambino, he couldn't sing for real. But you had to put that trash shit out first so that you could keep working to get to where you supposed to be at for real.
Absolutely. And just like Evan be saying, like some people just be afraid to try.
Yeah, they do.
And like you'll miss, and you know, like I say this word loosely, but like you'll miss your own blessings fucking around with not even trying. I feel like Holt even said that shit. Like, you got that idea, put that shit out there. But niggas be so scared of all of the shit that we're talking about right now. Like, damn, that sucks. For everyone's opinion, people you don't even fucking know.
That's what it is.
To tarnish your light of showing what you love to do every single day because you're worried about what they think. So you'll never even try because you're so scared of the rejection.
You worried about niggas that you, like you said, you will never see. that will never put a dollar in your pocket. That will never, you know what I'm saying?
And that means more to them.
Straight up. Bro, the best advice I get about like any art that I do, like especially this podcast, the best advice I ever get like in public is, bro, I fuck with what y'all are doing. Keep going. Those 2 words.
Period.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Yeah, I fuck with you guys heavy for that because you guys give me a reason to keep going with this all the time because it always feels good. Like, I tell you guys this all the time. Like, we're grown-ass adults. We're living real-ass lives. This shit ain't bougie over here. We're not living no type of soft life over here. Niggas are literally going through shit. Have a whole fucking week, and anything could fucking happen. Nate's job alone, like, leads to, like, where you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, bartending, like, bro, like, anything could fucking happen that could change your whole perspective of the whole day. And, like, me and Perry, we be in office, but 1, 2, 3 hard-ass fucking fucking days will like have your shit in a spin.
Yeah.
Because it's like running your whole life because we're all thinking about bills. But like for us to sit down and come together and do this shit, y'all give me a reason to keep doing it because we got shit to talk about and people are talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's one thing I say too. Last thing I say before we get to the break is that like sometimes a nigga need to hear you say that. That might be the point that the thing that you said might be the reason he keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that one little remark, oh, like you killed that shit. That shit was hard. Like that might be, motherfucker probably didn't think nobody heard him.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, just let you know, I heard you, bro. And that might make you continue to keep going for real.
That's fucking facts.
And that's why I don't give a fuck for real. If I fuck with somebody, I'll go up and say, yo, that shit was hard, bro. I'm on the internet and shit. I'm on the internet showing love. Every time I see something I like, I'll leave something. I let you know I like it for real.
But you also, I know you know about people like loving you on the net like that. And people, like, it sucks. Like, I just feel like I've seen you do the whole music thing and it like has it like ebbs and flows. But it's like, I also know you know about like when people fuck with you for real, but like the way they will never say anything in like person. And it just sucks because maybe like if you thought all these people, like whatever, the crowd is participating and they fuck with it, but then no one ever said anything, and then that one person said something, and if everyone thought, because people are so wrapped up in what it looks like and shit, no one ever compliments anyone. So that one compliment, that one person, whether they're fucked up or not, had enough, like, and I don't want to say balls, but like enough of not give a fuck to just be like, yo, I heard you when you said that shit. And if everyone in the room assumed that nigga heard it from 50 people and he heard it from nobody, like, he'll bring that back home with him.
Bro, I follow this one kid on IG, and what he does, he in high school, it's this little high school dude, and he say every day he shoot a video, he'd be like, this day 41 of me training to make the varsity basketball team.
Oh, that kid is hard
Today,
body.
I did conditioning. I worked on my left hand. I put my notifications on for that nigga. And every day I say, keep going, bro. I said, don't skip out on conditioning. That might be the thing because, I've been that kid before trying to get them. And like, I didn't put in the work. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put in the work. I didn't make the team for real. But maybe if a nigga was telling me, do that shit, I would have did it. You know what I'm saying?
There's a moment of transparency and vulnerability that I feel like a lot of people, it sucks because of the social media shit, just like we were talking about. It almost makes you not be, and it sucks because it's not even like a relationship or anything like that, but like to another human being, the way we can't like be vulnerable and like show that I put in the hard work. But I fuck with shit like that because I haven't seen it, but like I can see how that would be so inspiring because like I'm gonna let y'all see when I fall too, because no one, even the greats that we watch on the NBA, like they didn't get there without fucking up and falling down and doing all of that hard ass shit. Like we saw it at the beginning of fucking Space Jam. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but like for people need to see that shit and not just know that, like, I mean, we see people with raw ass basketball talent all the time, but it's just like some like they worked for it too. Some people have to work harder, and at a smaller scale, you need to see a little nigga like that in high school doing that and being able to be vulnerable to show people that he's doing the work, and it's day
he's making bread
40. Exactly. And that's a blessing in itself too.
And like that go with everything, whether it's sports, whether it's art, whether it's anything, fucking cars, fucking bikes. I don't know, anything you into for real. That's the same shit for real. Like, I fuck with it, shit.
If people just showed you that they were doing it too, I feel like people would like, and I fuck with it too. Like, even if, I guess if it's money driven and sponsorship driven, I don't know, like social media, it'd be like trash, hello, but like, I don't know, I'd be like workout girly and stuff. Like, I still get inspired by just clicking on another bitch's like little, like fitness, whatever. Like people are doing that shit and I fuck with that. But I wish they did it more in music so that people would just give themselves a try. Because let all those 50 people say that your shit was trash. You gotta start somewhere, because if you never try, it's always gonna be a no. You'll never know if you were able to even make your skill better, because if you never showed anybody because you were scared about what people that you'll never meet thought, like the way you'll just miss out on a whole life to live. Being scared and shit.
For real.
And I could take
I told you that, Bailey? Like, we can't be operating out of
Perry
fear.
be telling me that shit all the time. I could take a page out of that fucking book for myself,
Perry laughs
dude.
in the face of adversity.
I know that's right.
What's the break song, G?
I'm gonna play Life's Questions new single, yo. They put out a project with Flat Spot Records. They just dropped a new single.
What up, Josh?
Yeah, y'all gotta come fuck with us, bro. We gotta have y'all on the pod.
Absolutely.
The first single is called "When I Met God."
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Fuck with it, heavy.
Video is a hard body.
Yeah,
too.
yo.
Yeah, there's a video too.
Yeah,
To check
they
out.
They had a whole rollout. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with
Because that's
this.
how you fucking do
I was
that
instantly under the post posting diamonds.
Period. Listen, people will fuck with your shit if they see that you're taking your shit serious.
Yeah.
Like rollout and stuff. Even if you don't have any money like that, just caring about how you, and even on the smallest scale, like Instagram will literally like assist you with making content in those kind of ways, and you have control over making your rollout be something, even if you don't have people in a team making all this shit. Like,
Well, listen.
take control of this shit, y'all.
Well, listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how when I met God for real.
Oh my God.
I wasn't ready.
I told y'all I've been talking about it on the podcast. Netflix got me fucked up. They put out the Vince Staples show. They cut me off. They cut me off of Netflix off a Bailey account talking about this you traveling. I'm like, you know what, Netflix, fuck you for real, because I already got too many deals. And like, I don't care. Y'all gonna have to pull out some shit in order to make me get this shit. But then I forgot the new Avatar came out on
Why
there.
you say it like that?
Because I knew it was coming for years.
Bro, said it all close to the mic.
I've been
New Avatar is coming out.
I've been tracking it for years, bro. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to cave in and bat this fucking Netflix, yo. All I know is I was sitting at the crib. We just had our last guest. The last guest we had, he had seen it. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to just subscribe to this Netflix so I could watch this Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then I was like, you know what? Let me try this shit. I pulled it up. I was like, it came up. It's up. It's working.
Yeah, there was a momentary lapse when it didn't ask you, are you traveling? Give us the code.
Look, it's working. Gee, y'all binge that shit. And then literally I watched the last episode. And then I was like, you know what? Let me see what else Netflix got on here I ain't seen in a minute since I've been cut off. That shit went right back to you traveling. And I'm like, what are the odds that it would open up on the week that Avatar came out? It was almost as if I was meant to see it and not pay no money for it.
And that's God for you?
What are the odds? What are the odds that it would open up for that week?
That's God for you, bro?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that is, G.
I didn't know that you had a Lord and Savior, bro.
Look, G, I don't. I used to not until things started lining up in my favor, and I can't explain why I did that. Cause that shit definitely turned off. That shit was definitely turned off for months for real. And I was like, fuck Netflix.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it, bro?
my
Because I
God.
binged that shit straight through 3 days, yo. That shit was great, yo. They did a great job.
I try not to ride the religious train.
I had like 3 more
Bro,
jokes, but I'm
it's also the only thing that I will say, like, I'm glad that you were able to see it, right? Like, I feel like, you know, the planets aligned and whatever.
When that shit happened, how did that shit happen for me so tight?
But like, do you understand that there's other Christians that would like really like downplay you right now for being like, this is when you saw God because you were able to have access to a TV show that required you to watch money?
And like a TV show that actually changed my life for real. Like this shit, Avatar, like I remember being in high school, like getting out of school, me and my nigga Damon and shit, like we'd be like, gee, we'd be at McDonald's, like I'd be like, hurry up and finish y'all food, man, because Avatar finna come on. This is before DVRs and shit. I'm like, gee, Avatar coming
TiVo.
on, I need to get home for real. You know what I'm saying? To watch this shit. And like, after rewatching this shit, because like the first season originally came out in 2005 for real. It's been 19 years.
God damn.
And like
old.
I was watching that shit when it first came out, and like rewatching the live action version, I realized that a lot of the values and ethics that I have, that I hold close to my heart, like how I move, come from this motherfucking show for real. I ain't gonna hold you.
You just gotta be careful when you say that shit.
I ain't
bro.
gotta be careful because I'm watching. I'm like,
But sometimes you know it beforehand, so like you have to understand the way that shows. But maybe you did.
No,
though.
I was a kid in high school. I didn't know for real. Like even like what we were saying before we went on break when I was talking about you can't move out of fear. That's literally an episode in Avatar that we just watched. I'm like, damn, is that where I got that from? And like a lot of the values and shit they teach in this show is just like shit I feel like society is missing for real. Like just like even like how Aang, I don't want to give a show away. I don't want to give it away, but all that shit, bro. All of that shit. Like when we were talking about Fear, that's literally probably where I got that shit from, for real. Because I fucking love this show, for real. And they did a great job in like putting it, like matching it up to the cartoon. It's dead on, for real. Like so in 2010, not that loud ass movie. That's what I was gonna say. 2010, M. Night Shyamalan did a movie. Horrible. Bro, I remember me and my nigga went to Wendy's before, because Wendy's was right outside the show. Went to Wendy's. I had a Baconator in my pocket. Walked in that motherfucker, unwrapped my shit. I remember, bro. I'll never forget it, bro. I walked in there, had a Baconator in my pocket, and I got there, got comfortable in my seat, pulled my shit out. They started calling him Nah, look, I pulled out my Baconator, and that motherfucker ain't had no bacon on it, bro. I'll never forget it, bro. And I was
not expecting you to say that.
And I was like, do I lead? I can't. I'm like, this Avatar movie, I can't lead it.
That was your first time. That's so
I was like,
funny.
I can't lead the show. I was mad as hell, bro. And then M. Night Shyamalan started playing that bullshit. That shit made me mad as hell, bro. I left out that movie theater pissed, bro. He ruined that
Dave's
shit.
double.
And I feel like that's why he ain't making movies no more, because niggas love Avatar.
Okay, let me interject just for the sake of Nate so he can hop in the conversation too, okay? So they really feel away, right? Like I've only like lightly dusted the cartoon and shit, and I knew about the movie. Like my sister's really into it and stuff, so I heard it secondhand, but it's the same narrative that like she told me too. But just know, so like I'm only interjecting because like, yeah, people were saying it was loud because like he didn't care. Like the live action one that's out right now is like very true to the cartoon.
Yeah.
And like ethnicity and like the way they look all the way to like their costume design, the way they have their hair done, they have it like spot on. And like Perry was saying like, and I'm not trying to call you out like that, but like he was just like, oh yeah, when M. Night Shyamalan did it, he like made like everyone like Indian.
He made Zuko the Fire Nation Indian.
But like respect, so like I'm only bringing it up so Nate can hop in it too, because I'm just like, I was asking Perry, I'm like, I hear what you're saying because you're making a remake, but like, would you not make some shit black?
No,
because the way I would make some shit black. I don't care what y'all had originally. I would love to just make it black.
Why not?
I understand that. I do understand.
I feel like it's more energy to not make it like extra black.
No.
Well, just for M. Night Shyamalan, like him making it Indian because he's Indian.
You know what I'm saying? I understand.
And be like, I want to make characters that are like me. I would do the same thing as a black person.
I definitely understand it. I definitely understand what
they did, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay,
I definitely understand where he was coming from with that, but nah, bro, this shit was already out and it's already in our hearts. Just like you can't go back on Power Rangers. They did the same thing in Power Rangers. I was mad. I was like, why is Zach not black? I know it was loud. I know it was based on something, but that's what it is now.
Yeah.
And like, G,
worst lineup of all time too.
But like I really feel like a lot of the shit. I really feel like a lot of the shit that show was teaching, it like really impacted my life, and like how y'all be sitting there talking about like, you don't really get mad like that. You try to find the good and shit. You try to do like, that's the values that show be teaching for real. And like the way that Aang is always like, when he has every reason to be negative and mad, he still stay positive for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They wiped out his whole culture.
No plot. Like, I feel what you're saying.
I mean, he the last. That's called the last Airbender. He the last one. They killed everybody.
I believe in Perry. Like, you know, so much more. Like, I don't want to. Like, I feel like he already had it in him, and like maybe, you know, like I can't shoot down the way people figure out how they got to this place, but like I feel like you're so much like bigger than like a cartoon. I feel like you're already so much of that person. Like maybe you were just excited to see a cartoon that represented what you already thought. But like, I just don't think that like a cartoon like made, and I can't downshoot it because it was your experience.
We talking about,
it was probably already there, but it's like reassurance and validation.
No, because we're not talking about 35-year-old period. We talking about 17-year-old period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm not thinking about none of that shit. There's definitely times like, gee, why you like? Remember I told you, Bailey, I was like, I need you to do my hair like this on some Avatar shit, on some waterbender shit.
Say that.
Like I love this cartoon shit. A lot of times I go back and I gotta think about like, damn, what would Aang do? You know what I'm saying? What would Aang say?
You have to fuck with yourself, though. Period.
I do,
like, I hear what you're saying.
But myself is only a collection of all the things that I hold dear to my heart.
For sure, but you won't even realize the way you've been inspired in other ways, and then you just saw this, like, in other ways, like, it just be a thing. It's a hindsight, and again, I'm not trying to even sway you because it was your experience.
Look, I'm rewatching this shit, and he said all the shit that I be saying for real. And I was like, this is where I got it from? I think this might be where I got this shit from.
For sure. It ain't never wrong if the message is
exactly. No matter what.
It was already in you, but
yeah.
So if y'all got Netflix,
it brought something out of you. For
real.
Out of you, for real.
If y'all got Netflix, I highly recommend you watching that shit. And like it ends right where the first season of the cartoon ends. It's like exactly scene for scene, just like the cartoon. So like it ends, you could just hop right into season 2 for real. Hop into Korra for real.
It's definitely a decent watch.
And also, this one was good because this was made by Avatar Studios. So Nickelodeon originally made the show or whatever.
Yeah.
They started at Avatar Studios. They like they own shit for real. So they got the Kyoshi movie finna come out. The Zuko movie finna come out. They doing a new Korra movie, and then they doing a new series about Aang when he was an adult before Korra. In between where the last Airbender ended and where Korra began for real.
I was just gonna say that's a lot.
I want it to be Marvel.
I mean, that's so a lot. Deep. So hopefully they just, because like less is more. We've all seen it. So
but like it's coming from the niggas though. It's not coming from M. Night Shyamalan.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. But like there's still a way you can like beat a dead horse like doing like, too much. So.
And like I guess Korra came out. Korra came out when I was in college, right when I was finishing college when Korra ended. So we done had a good 10 years without no avatars. I'm ready for it. I was super ready for it, for real. Any other shit came out the movie? I mean, I've been watching Abbott Elementary too. That shit.
Of course, that's hard.
Oh yeah, definitely really good. If y'all haven't seen Abbott Elementary, another thing that Perry had to put me on too.
Black Excellence.
Yeah, because I wasn't really trying to fuck with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually great.
And like a thing about shows like that, shows like Abbott, shows like Avatar, like when your storyline is good. And like the material is good. You don't even need no lounge shit. Because I remember that's what you was telling me about Avatar. Like I'm not gonna watch this kid show. Yeah. But when your story good, you don't have to have no lounge shit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Same with Abbott. Like Abbott's on Nation TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the shit is so
wholesome.
Yeah, it's mega wholesome, but it's so good that you don't even need them cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Cause like shit, they need to get Ava her own spinoff for real. Cause that might be the funniest character on TV straight right now. Funny as hell.
You know a funny character?
Who?
Meek Mill.
Oh, we have to talk about it, yo. We have to talk about it.
We don't have a wah.
I don't know what button it is. I forgot which button it was.
Oh. Okay.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
All right, pop it off, bro. How you feel? Say it with your chest.
So, P. Diddler.
Oh my God.
It's called another case this week from a producer. And,
wow.
And in the case, dude testified.
It's
and
the P, the D, the I, the D, the R is P Diddler.
Some more nasty shit. Some more nasty shit came out on Diddy, and in the paperwork,
he's a freaky ass nigga.
He's a freaky ass nigga.
That came through so clear this time.
But in his new case, they allege that Diddy had a relationship with Meek Mills.
Oh my God.
And look,
young and I'm getting it.
Look, G.
I tried not to laugh.
Look, G. This my whole thing about it, G. If Meek Mills and Diddy did do some shit, bro, and it wasn't no forcible abuse type shit, then Meek Mill needs to just stand on what he on for real.
But
because a lot of images have came out that's making me think that this might be real for real. Because do y'all remember when 50 was like, you remember when 50 was interviewing? He was like, because 50 and Diddy don't fuck with her. He was like, I met Diddy and he was talking about me. He said, let me take you shopping, bro. And 50 was like, take me shopping.
I'm rich.
and then
that's some shit that you say to a female.
And then the images came out of Meek Mill and Diddy in the matching outfits. He took Meek Mill shopping. But no, Meek Mill doubling down. I'm like, bro, just live your truth, bro. Like the thing is like,
Is Meek Mill saying anything?
He just denied. He said it's just coming because he dropped the album this week too. He was like, they just putting this out there to slander my album. Nigga,
or it's a publicity stunt.
I feel like if Meek Mill was really on it, if that's what he on and he stood on that, he would be a hero in the community. I feel like
it takes people time.
It take you time and it take courage. And it do take courage. That's what we were saying. Like,
you can't rush that shit.
It take courage to put yourself out there like that.
Especially in the black community.
I feel like niggas would support him.
No, bro.
But,
I feel like you really know.
I would support him.
I feel like you know in your chest that it wouldn't be like that.
Yo, he is a hardcore rapper. Like, I hate that term. I don't know. I always
but that's what I'm saying.
He is literally a gangster rapper.
I know.
Like,
I understand it, but that's what I'm saying
easy.
though. Why is you? Because like honestly, like in the essence, gangster rap is loud. It's loud to the community. It's loud to our people for real. So why are you portraying that if that's not what you is?
But wait, he could be on that type of time. You know how many hood niggas are literally gay?
If you are,
how many hood niggas are gay?
No, but that's what I'm saying. So
there are gay niggas that are in jail for mega murder.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, be yourself though.
But do you understand how difficult?
You said I know it's difficult, but that's what I'm saying.
In the black community,
everything is difficult for real.
That's it.
Everything worth doing is difficult for real. That's the episode of Avatar.
But that's it.
That's the Avatar.
But just like how you be asking, like, or telling me, like, we be having these conversations, like, oh, why is it left up to that one individual? Like, I be feeling a way about Kanye. Like, they let you sit at all these tables. I feel like the way you should be riding for your people all the time. And you be telling me, like, damn, like, that's a lot to just put on a person. And I be like shutting up because I'm like, that is valid. However, like, if you're gay and you know it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just sucks when the way that this is situated. I was telling Perry this too. Like, it's not about any of it being gay. It's literally just about, like, because what you're saying is like, oh, they should just like live their truth. It just sucks because there's a predatory angle to that, especially in the black community. Because if a black man is even feeling that way, the way that they won't even be that way. Yeah. I have hella black friends, trans, whatever, they struggle with that shit just because they're black. Because that's literally a space where you literally can. Like, so you would support him, and guess what? His niggas would beat his ass every day on the block.
Niggas would beat his ass. Not me.
I got family members that came out when they're like 55, bro.
Yeah,
I understand. No, I definitely.
They get to be themselves. But they get to be themselves for what? Like the average person lives to like what, 77, 80. But
that's what I'm saying.
But you live your whole life and you finally feel comfortable at 55, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But like, if a nigga like Meek Mill,
it's not even for us to call it for real.
No, but look, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying that, like,
if us to call it,
if a nigga like Meek Mill took that hard step, it would be easier for your family members.
But do you understand how difficult?
But we don't know if it's real, and we don't know if he's ready.
And also, while we're talking about somebody,
I mean, you can't tell nobody when you right. Exactly. You can't tell nobody when they're ready.
You literally cannot. And also, if we're talking about the person who's looking like the predator in the situation, Meek doesn't even have to be gay, bro. But I was telling
and it could
Perry,
be a lie for real.
Like, and I was telling Perry this too, though. It just sucks because I feel like it is a narrative in the black community. Like, they always talk about this shit. Like, they have this weird way that they perceive Hollywood. Like, niggas are giving up. They're like putting on dresses and sucking dick. Like, and it's just like respect because if it's such a narrative they talk about all the time, some people are folding. But that is a form of abuse and that's a form of predatory behavior. I don't like it, but that's what I'm saying. Wait, but Meek Mill doesn't even have to be the gay party, bro. But if P. Diddy is the person that they're portraying him to be, that sucks for you to offer me fame and fortune if I allow myself to like be sexual with you in this way. Like, that sucks as a black man because I feel like a lot of black men just wouldn't do that. And do you want to stay in the hood or do you want to eat? And presenting a black man with that, also being a black man yourself, that is like the worst kind of thing, especially the conversations that we have in our community.
That's so wild. What's the benefit?
But like even same thing
for
with
fame and fortune. I feel like niggas would sell their soul.
But even same thing with Diddy for real.
And I'll make you rich.
Yeah, that's so fucking predatorial. That's abuse.
But like even same thing with Diddy for real. Like we need more people to stand up and like to live their truth. That's like I was saying about when we were talking earlier. I was like, I want to be a walking example of like what I think would make the world better. Like I hate that for everything going on. I hate it for real. Like like you shouldn't have to have who you. That's why we respect Roy so much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I also respect him in that way that he had to step up and be that person even when he didn't have the most support, and how difficult and hard that is to face that alone.
But that's why he a leader for real. You know what I'm saying? I look at League, and I think Meek Mill is a leader.
Yeah.
How? Why? Because he's a rapper? Why do you think he's a leader, dog?
No, I think Meek Mill is a leader because he actually do stand for a lot of causes.
But
a lot of like
you're outing Meek Mill. For real.
I mean, and I'm bogus. Yeah, and that's bogus. You're right. But like I said, like a nigga like Diddy for real. Like you going behind all these closed doors trying to have some shit. Like you could be the reason that somebody to save somebody's life because they seen you be brave enough to do some shit.
But that's why I'm even saying, Perry, and I know you're not loud like that, but it just sucks. And I know you're not like this, but I have to say it out here on wax because niggas be feeling like this. And I'm talking about the black community. Like niggas just have to know if you're gay or not. Like, they just have to know. Like, in any situation, they just have to know who the gay nigga is in the room. So they just know how to, and that's where, and not that you're on that, but that's what I feel like it's kind of giving because you're asking so much when these niggas literally don't have to tell you, their orientation at all. Yeah. They can keep it under wraps this entire time.
Continue rapping.
But like,
exactly, without anyone knowing if you smash them bitches or not.
I'm not saying you obligated to do that. You do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
But there's no should in there either. Like, you should let niggas know. Like,
but not a should. But like,
everybody's got to be Martin Luther King for everything, bro.
Nobody has to, but somebody got to. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody has to do shit.
No one has to.
No one has to, but someone should.
It would be cool if someone should, but nobody has to do
exactly,
shit.
Exactly. It would be cool. Like I'm the type of nigga that like that's what I would be. That's what I would do for real.
But understand maybe the hardships and it's respect because y'all really fuck with this nigga that I'm talking about like so heavy. But I be thinking about the hardships when he doesn't drop no music. Frank Ocean, you know what I'm saying? That's not even a light skinned nigga. Like. What? He brown for real, right? And now everyone knows he's gay and he didn't come out like that. But I can only think of what he did quietly to try to overcome people accepting his sexual orientation.
Yeah, but he became
especially just being black.
But he became an icon for that
also,
shit.
Bro, he sat in the shadows hella. He sat in the shadows hella. So assume maybe he's dealing with a lot of mental with that, even being accepted and maybe feeling a lot on his back.
Yeah, it's not sweet for Frank. You know
I know.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
I completely understand what y'all saying. I'm just saying that.
Granted, there's probably millions of kids that have not killed themselves because of Frank.
Yeah,
Ocean.
I'm just saying that I would love to see.
But also, Frank Ocean as an artist, he doesn't know these kids, and in his world, he won't fuck with them.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It took him a minute to do that.
But
how did it even come out about that? Because it's like, did a nigga try to get in front of, some shit's gonna come out so they're gonna know I'm gay? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a thing that you have to take into consideration of when he decided to put his out. Because again, it doesn't fucking matter. Make the songs, dog. Fuck whoever you want. But it still just sucks because like he did, and I still just look at him like a black man. He had to go through all of that with everyone really just like loving and admiring him. And I know he probably felt away like letting people down, lifting some people up. And that's a lot. Like I'm a martyr for my race because it's like how did it even come out that he was gay? Like what did he try to said it. He step in front of before somebody tried to out him, it was weird.
Look, G, all I'm saying is that I would love to see it for real. I would love to see it, and I think the support would be overwhelming. I feel like people would support him for doing that shit.
Meek Mill, I don't think so.
I think they would.
I don't think so.
I know that I would.
Meek Mill never put out an album again.
I know that I would support him for that shit.
I also feel that shit too.
Have you heard his album that just dropped today?
No, I ain't listened to it.
I bet.
But
I hate it for him. I hear what you're saying, Barry, because you have an open mind to it. I just feel like he's not that.
And I get the positive, the stance, but It's Devin McMill if he comes out. You serious, bro?
Yeah, bro. It will be completely dead. He'll be washed.
People literally think you cannot like shoot someone with a gun and be gay.
Yeah,
like,
they really think that. It's bigger than individuals. It's bigger. Our community is fucked up like that.
What are we talking about?
Black men have always felt like they have to prove themselves.
But it's got to start somewhere.
It's never going to happen.
Got to start somewhere.
But it's not going to come from him. He's not going to sway the people. But Young Thug would sway these niggas before he would sway these niggas.
I understand that, but like, I wish it would. That's all I'm saying. I wish it would for real.
For sure.
I wish it would too. It's not going to ever.
Like if that was the thing that happened in life, I would fuck with it for real.
That'd be hard.
You're just a different kind of nigga. Yeah, it just sucks because he's not gonna do it off of you, one black old kid that won. He's not one himself. He would be so grateful that your black ass fucked with him. But what about all the other hard niggas that have literally created their whole lives around him? Like, oh, now you gay?
But that's the thing is, I don't.
Because they really look at it like that.
That's the thing. I don't want that. I don't want them niggas to be controlling what we do with our people. For real, them the wrong niggas that
I feel you
looking at it.
They're going to forever,
but niggas will be lost, and people will drag us if Meek did come out as gay because there's a lot of hate from all angles.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like. It's all like you say. It's almost like a martyr for the cause. Like that's the type of nigga I am for real. Like I would do it. For real.
I just don't see it for Meek. Like I feel like his shit is not alive.
He had the opportunity for real. He already got the barbs.
He ain't the one.
He already got the barbs.
He ain't the one.
Hey. Let's move on.
Yeah, we might have to because I can say some shit, but I ain't gonna do it.
Schoolboy Q dropped his album. We listened to a little bit of it earlier. I'm gonna talk about it next week for real. I ain't really listened to it.
Always hard.
You listen to it?
No, I mean we listened to it. Yeah,
but I do want to talk about that Lil Russell album. Because I've been fucking with Lil Russell for a long time for real.
I had to break it down. Like, is he saying Lil Russell? Look, and he had me write it down. La Russell.
Yeah,
like Russell.
For real though.
He dropped the album with overall Hit Boy production. Did you say Hit Boy signed him?
Yeah, it's like his like a thing with Hit Boy.
We got like a thing going with Hit Boy right now, which is fire for it because Hit Boy didn't really ascend it to the next level.
Hit Boy's going. I mean, he already did.
He's going nuts.
He's
right
going
now.
Yeah.
Every week a new Hit Boy album coming out.
Dog, for real. His dad too.
Yeah.
Rapping his ass off, big hit.
Yeah.
About to check it out for
super
real.
ill. Like this shit like it's like really
Lil Russell.
So Lil Russell,
like, lyrical shit that's like easy to listen to.
Lil Russell is like one of the first like social media rappers I got into. I've been fucking with Lil Russell for a minute for real. Like I remember when I thought he was from here because he was just on some like Gorilla Underground shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just like those videos you see like on your like For You page type shit like. Where it's like a nigga rapping and you see the lyrics, like he actually made something of it.
For real.
Like,
I love that for him.
And like recently, he been going on all these podcasts and shit and dropping game,
super duper game.
Like Jimmy was sending them to the thing. I was like, this money. I didn't even know the album was coming out, but Jimmy sent me that. I was like, damn, my nigga Lil Russell, he be spitting game like Russ for real.
Yeah,
about just like trying to get it from an independent standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Not being chained to these fucking corporations, which I'm not trying to sound like extra punk rock. I mean,
it's okay.
But he had the opportunity to like not have to be chained to these corporations. Yeah. And, like just gives people game. Like you don't always got to do that type shit.
Period.
So I recommend y'all go listen to that shit for real.
Yeah.
When we get in a sports minute before we get up out of
here, you want to talk about
what?
Wendy's?
Oh, Lounge Wendy's. So Wendy's had an announcement. Wendy's had an announcement this week that they were gonna switch their pricing model to a dynamic model.
What does that mean?
The only time we've ever heard this word dynamic pricing model, it comes from like Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like when the shit costs different depending on the demand and the time and all of that shit. So when they said that shit, niggas was like, so y'all finna start surging the double stack, bro?
Cause niggas are ordering breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like y'all finna start surging the junior bacon. Like
y'all got the hot cakes at $10.
You need to get your bacon and revenge. For they owe you, bro. They owe you a free ride.
That's really why
they owe you a free ride.
That shit is crazy for real. Like, but they did come back and clarify and said that it's not gonna be like that. They haven't said what it is though yet.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like respect. It's just like I know it's a lot of food, right? But like I feel like, you know, fast food will always thrive. Like it's weird and I'm just like, huh? Because like they don't have to do anything. Niggas will literally still get Wendy's. They don't have to switch up shit. Like niggas, like if you open it and you have it, they will come. Just like fucking McDonald's. Like they don't gotta switch up shit. Like fast food will
expensive as hell now.
But,
You got the app.
and niggas are still,
bro.
niggas are still,
ranch, like.
Niggas are still getting that shit. They'll fuck around and download the app. You know, niggas don't even want to download. They'll download the
app. I gave them my information too.
Just to go ahead and get some savings. Because, like, again, if you make it, they will come. Like,
get a little free medium fry. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have to switch up shit. Because, like, what are they hurting like that? Because I feel like people will still go to Wendy's regardless of what they'll do.
I don't know.
They don't need to have competitive pricing.
All I know is
why is this happening? Like
motherfuckers just trying to
kill
invent.
us.
Motherfuckers are just inventing ways to like get more money out of niggas. It's crazy.
Yeah,
right now.
and
Like,
make Americans
I don't understand.
fat.
I don't understand. Like, so like I go on my Instagram. I be seeing they get like all these meal plans and shit. They be selling all sorts of stupid shit that they be selling, and I'm just like, where do they think niggas is getting this money from for real? Like inflation is crazy right now.
But
like,
that's why you know it's the game, bro. Like just like when they do their pricing like this, right? There's always like a fitness whatever that's selling those meal plans, and you have to spend a certain amount of money for that. But those meal plans, ass cheeks and be expensive as fuck. So it keeps niggas in line to keep eating the lounge shit because that's what they can afford.
No,
and if you want to survive, you got to be able to spend the money to get them prepared. Not even just with
food, Joe. I be seeing so many different subscriptions. They make a subscription for all
everything.
Like, what do they think?
For air.
Like,
I can't wait for air.
It's common knowledge that people is fucked up right now, yo. Like, money is fucked up for everybody.
But they know desperation still equals dollar bills, bro. Because people will still, they'll like adapt. Like, oh, fuck, that shit increased because maybe I'm even like a victim to the situation because shit be increasing and it's like automatically drafted. I don't care. I'm not gonna delete it. And I feel like they live off of that. Like it doesn't matter if we increase it. That's why they do the like budging or the increase like that with little cents every month. And they'll send you 8,000 emails. Well, one of those emails will let you know that it's increased by cents, but they'll never know with all the shit that we offer. So then you're just like, it's now it's $20 all of a sudden. Now it's paying $10 for it like a year ago. They know it. I'm still going to subscribe. Fuck, it costs more, but I'm not gonna stop.
That shit is loud for real.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's a money making thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's insane. The fact that Prime is whatever price it is right now, and you can't get and I hate it. First world problems, right? Like, oh, I can't get my shit overnight anymore. I'm paying extra for Prime, and that shit come in 4 days. I'm like, damn, my regular shit from Depop come in 4 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, they got me fucked up.
Over it already.
They used to do that. They used to do the Amazon Fresh. Used to come through free with the Prime. They charging money now. Come on.
And
bro.
now Prime, that shit come regular time. But I'm paying more money than a regular subscription.
Just a week ago.
Yo, me. But won't they do it? Get that fucking coin.
That coin.
Well, shit, I mean, I guess I don't really have no sports topics. I mean, sports topics that happened this week.
I mean, the Bulls won against
double overtime in Cleveland and finally beat them.
And they didn't do that shit in 3 years.
Patrick Kane, Patrick Kane came through with Detroit and scored a game-winning goal on the night
he played for Detroit.
On the night that the Hawks retired Chelios's jersey.
Wow.
They like Patrick Kane come in and do this shit. Jordan was Michael was in the crowd and shit. I'm like, damn.
That's crazy. He
never said retire my shit. Fuck y'all talking about. Who got a cup? He said retire my shit.
It's
fuck
still
y'all.
Dallas Stars in the Stanley Cup. Episode 238.
Gra.
Face Value Podcast.
Y'all already know what it is. We love you guys.
Yes, sir.
First in the NHL. What are you talking about?